G'day everyone, my name's Guy and I'm one of the directors here at Bookeasy. It's great to see that you've made some progress in setting up your property and rooms, and the next video is going to be talking about how to set up your rates and availability. So best of luck, it's a very important area, so we hope you get some value out of it.
Fantastic. So you've got your rooms and your rates set up. We've looked at editing your rates and applying stop sells, minimum night stays. So we're almost ready to go. We've just got the final piece in the puzzle, which is to do with availability. Similar to the previous video tutorial, if you are using a channel manager, all of your changes will be done in your channel manager program or your property management system. This video tutorial is for self-managed operators only. And I am logged into our test operator, and on the dashboard there is an icon to allow you to select availability. You will also find that under the setup to do with room availability. And what you'll notice here is it has loaded a screen with all of your current rooms, and it will default to the current month. You will notice on this screenshot that it does show the maximum rooms available. So we do have 5 times 1-bedroom apartments and 10 times studio apartments. This also refers back to a previous video tutorial that it is not possible to book more than the ceiling amount for each room. With each room type, you can expand your selection by either selecting the drop-down arrow. There is also an icon up the top where you can expand all rooms. With each room type, you'll find the availability has 4 sections, and let's look at those now. The available line will tell you how many rooms are currently available to be booked online or via booking centre staff. A reminder that that also includes all booking centres if you have elected to be part of the Bookeasy distribution network. The second line to do with close out, these are the number of rooms you have physically removed from free sale. Bookings line, any bookings via any Bookeasy booking centre will appear in this line. And the final line to do with reserve, you won't see numbers appearing here very often because this refers to a room which is sitting in a shopping cart somewhere in the network, i.e. a customer or a booking centre staff member is in the process of doing some searching and itinerary building, and they have taken one of your rooms and popped it in a shopping cart. You will find these will either be converted to a real-time booking or will be released back in around a 20-minute maximum window. By having this line, it will avoid double bookings. Please note with these lines that the availability line will automatically be adjusted. Just to make it a little bit easier to see what's going on, I am going to move down to April 2018, to which I have my 2 rooms. I might just collapse those to make it a little bit easier. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at some different methods to which you can manually adjust the availability. Firstly, in the top where it says dates, you have 5. I'll come down to custom range later, but you have the ability to say, I just want to work with today, tomorrow, the next 7 days, this month or next month. In addition, you can play around with just selecting from this desktop display. So for the 1-bedroom apartment, I wish to manually adjust some dates in April, so I can simply select the dates I need to adjust. For example, maybe I do have a relative staying or a group party coming in, and I wish to block out my rooms on these dates. So I can block out the 1-bedroom apartment on these 5 dates. I can similarly do the same for a studio apartment. In addition, you can click and drag over a date range. So I've selected some dates at random. You'll notice in the top left-hand corner the date range now says various dates, and I am working with 2 of my room types. Your next choice is to say whether you wish to set the availability to a number or increase or decrease. What I'm going to do is block out the rooms, so I'm going to set the availability to 0 and I will save. You will notice now that with these dates the availability has been set to 0, and if I expand the one-bedroom apartment, you'll notice that the availability has been reduced to 0 because you have manually closed out 5 of your rooms. At this stage, it is not possible to get a booking for a one-bedroom apartment on that date. So that is an example of how you can reduce the availability to 0. For my second example, to make it easier to see what's going on, I'm going to move to July 2018. What I'm going to do is, again, I am going to choose a selection of dates at the start of the month. You can also, if you wish, and what I'll do is I'll clear to go back, you can actually highlight over more than one room. So what I've done is I have selected a week in July, which covers my entire property. And what I'm going to do this time is, rather than block it out to 0, I'm going to say with my availability, I wish to decrease it by 3, and I'll save it. You'll notice now that instead of being reduced to 0, the one-bedroom apartments, I now only have 2 available for free sale in July, and the studio apartments, I only have 7 available for the dates, and again, by expanding, you can see it has been reduced because of a manual closeout. If I wish to reverse or amend my one-bedroom apartment, I can click and highlight, and I could say that what I want to do is increase my availability by 2. So you do have total flexibility over your availability calendar. The final scenario I want to show you is for a custom range. So I've moved to the Christmas period to show you exactly how this can work. So if you do have a large range, what you can do is select on dates, click on custom range, and if you do that, the next click is your from date. So we'll go from the 21st of December, and your second click is the to date. So I'll select January 2019 and I'll go as far as the 9th, and you'll notice now what's happened is that we do have a custom range. And what I want to do is, because this is my peak season, I want to reduce availability to 1 of each room type. So I do have both rooms selected. I will select the availability range to 1 and I will save, and again you'll notice that both room types have been reduced to 1. The last example of the availability I want to show you is I will move to May 2018, and you'll notice here that in the middle of the month you'll notice my availability has been reduced down to 2 and 4. Again, we should never make an assumption this has been manually adjusted. We'll expand, and this is an example where your third line shows that on the 15th and 16th 3 bookings have come through for the one-bedroom apartment, hence the availability has been adjusted to, and on the 17th of 18th 1 booking has come through, manually adjusting the rooms to 4. Do not assume that these are 2 separate bookings. They could be 1 times 4 night booking plus 2 times 1 night, etc. You will be shown in a later video tutorial how to check your booking manifests. That does cover our availability. Your property is right to go now for bookings. However, it is highly recommended to view the video tutorials on images, booking questions and specials to enhance the booking experience for the client and hence generate more bookings and more revenue for you. Thank you for your attendance. I look forward to seeing your property online.